Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Millennial Smark, and I'm bringing you the slop, the whole slop, and nothing but the slop. Now, I tried my very best to stay out of this. I've seen this report. I've seen all the news talking about this circulating back on Tuesday, and I tried my best to avoid it. I tried my very best to not stick my nose and not make content out of it because I didn't want to fall into the same trap I fell into when discussing Britt Baker. Because I had people ask me multiple times, Devontae, did you hear about CM Punk's promo? Did you hear about Becky Lynch? I ignored all of it because I didn't want to fall into the same trap that I fell into when fucking with Britt Baker and Adam Cole. The only difference is, even though in the back of my mind I was trying to speculate 50-50 as to whether or not this was them weirdly messing with kayfabe, I'm not sure what's the benefit coming out of all of this fucking with kayfabe, like explicitly accusing someone of an affair. But back in my mind, okay, maybe, just maybe, they all came together and they discussed this, which is, again, super weird. And now I have a bigger accusation that I want to lay down on you guys first before I read this article. But then Cora Jade got involved, who, if you know, that's legitimately Roxanne Perez's best friend in real life. And it's like, oh, okay, so now I'm a little bit more on the fence when it comes to the kayfabe thing. So let me layer you at least the background, even though some of you might be aware of what the hell is going on. Link is down in the description box below if you'd like to follow along. Becky Lynch's deleted response to CM Punk's Raw call-out was a message to AJ Lee. During a show opening promo on the March 3rd WWE Raw that ranks amongst his best, and as he's considered one of the best talkers in pro wrestling history, that's saying something. CM Punk sent a message to Becky Lynch that she should, and I quote, come get her man. The man's man is, of course, Seth Rollins. Punk and Rollins will try to settle their issues in a steel cage on next Monday's show from Madison Square Garden. Issues that may be even more heated after Lynch's since deleted social media response to Punk's call-out. It was actually directed at Punk's wife, former WWE star April Mendez, obviously AJ Lee, and it wasn't a come back and fight me kind of message either. Instead of paraphrasing Punk's line while reposting a fan squealing over his and Roxanne Perez's similar outfits at Elimination Chamber last Saturday, Becky seems to be implying that Lee may want to double check on her hubby's relationship with one of the young women on the WWE roster Punk and AJ refer to as their daughter. And if you look at this tweet, it's you got a fan comparing Perez and Punk's outfits, and she or he is fangirling out, and then Becky Lynch took the opportunity to take that post from that fan and retweet it, and then she puts on there, catching up on Raw, I don't think I'm the one who needs to come get my man. Which again, I seen the post, and it was so weird, because again, I know people are going to probably be like, Devontae, it's a work. I'm trying to find, and I'm going to talk more about this, I'm trying to find the benefit in working like this. That's weird. That's very, 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 very weird. If they're working, I gotta say, they got some thick motherfucking skins. Because you have CM Punk saying things like AJ Lee doesn't want to get maybe he's working too. You never know. Maybe he's working. I mean, it's not like we're not seeing photos every other day of AJ Lee posting pictures of her working out. But Punk has made it clear that AJ Lee doesn't want to get back in wrestling. Punk has made it clear that, her neck is an issue, that he himself has been trying to get her back to do something involved, but she doesn't want to. She wants to act. That's what they've been saying the entire time. So it's weird. It's weird behavior to just randomly assert AJ Lee into all of this. If this is what they're claiming, if this is who Becky Lynch was aiming at, not to mention, like, there are a lot of people who are now, which is weird also, because last time I checked, I went out of my way to go find Roxanne Perez's age. Apparently Roxanne Perez is like 23 years old, but people for some reason are now calling CM Punk a groomer. Oh no. This is what I mean, bro. If this was gonna be the case, I have to think that. Okay, we'll get more than that. This is wild. That's the reason why I made the video, because of how many people are now coming after CM Punk in Twitter and X, or whatever you want to call it, or as Instagram, whatever you want to call it, because they're now calling him a groomer, even though I almost called her AJ Lee, even though Roxanne is clearly of age, but I guess they're looking at it like, okay, Punk, you've known this girl for the most part, you've talked to her since she was a child. If not her, then definitely your wife, and now all of a sudden you're talking to her in this manner, even though it's all just accusations from Becky Lynch, which is why it's weird to call it a work, because it's bringing legitimate real life problems to CM Punk. But then Cora Jade chimed in, bro. Cora Jade chimed in, and she said the same thing I said, essentially. Cora Jade saw what, I'll leave that link down in the description box below too. Cora Jade saw what Becky Lynch had to say and called out big time Bex for showing weird behavior. As she said, weird behavior. However, Cora Jade ended up deleting the tweet. Stop deleting. What is with these wrestlers doing that? Bro, we screenshot shit. We know what you're tweeting. Like, what the hell? But she texted that out. She put that out. She said weird behavior. Like, again, the blurring of the lines it's crazy work going at the moment. I gotta get some opinions in regards to this before I go a little bit deeper. Someone help me out here. If this is a work, is this the kind of work that you want to be trying to do right now, knowing the consequences of what the internet is going to take and run with? Also, knowing CM Punk's history, which by the way, I can't be the only one who looks at this as just the epitome of fucking, I don't know if I want to call it karma or if I want to call it irony. I guess it depends on how you look at it. And the only person who would know the significance of each relationship would be someone like a CM Punk. So let me see if I understand this. Hypothetically speaking, right? Which would be fucking wild. But going by his history, it's not something that's not entirely not plausible. Let's just hypothetically say CM Punk and Roxanne Perez are having an affair. That's such a weird sentence to say, but let's just put it out there. Roxanne Perez, Punk having an affair. Okay. Who is CM Punk having an affair with in regards to who he's cheating on? That would be AJ Lee. Now, if you know, AJ Lee and CM Punk are seeing each other, they're married, but the previous relationship, apparently in the rumor mill going around, was that CM Punk was already talking to AJ Lee when he got back with Lita the second time. Because they dated twice, apparently. They dated sometime in the mid-2000s, and then they dated again around the early 2010s. Apparently, CM Punk cheated on Lita with AJ Lee, which is funny because literally AJ Lee met Lita at a contract signing when she was about the same age as Roxanne Perez, when Roxanne Perez met AJ Lee at a contract signing. So it's a bit of a connection. If you want to take it a little bit further, Lita, you know, the whole stuff with Matt Hardy and Edge and these people, and look, I can't say anything about Roxanne Perez. I can't, and quite frankly, I can't even say anything about AJ Lee because there's no proof as to whether or not Punk actually cheated on Lita with her. But goddamn, just the whole situation is so degenerate. This is such a degenerate situation. This is so degenerate. This is so fucking degenerate. But I got a bit of a speculation in my mind. Here's my speculation. I think, as far as the whole Becky Lynch stuff is considered, this is why I think it might not be too much of a work. Becky Lynch probably could have taken it that far because maybe, just maybe, this is just a thought, there is no proof. I haven't heard anyone yet talk about Becky Lynch signing with WWE. As a matter of fact, just to clarify real quick, because maybe she did, maybe she didn't. I haven't heard anything about Becky Lynch in WWE. It says she is best known for her time in WWE. Okay, so she's still not under contract yet. So she's still, technically speaking, a free agent, right? She's not under her WWE contract yet. We're right next to WrestleMania. Maybe Becky Lynch sees this as leverage to maybe talk to WWE in regards to how much money she wants to get in her next contract. This is all speculation now coming from me. And for CM Punk to just randomly bring up Becky Lynch in order to promote an angle between Punk and her husband going into WrestleMania without Lynch going out of her way to even negotiate something with her contract. You know how these wrestlers are when it comes to shit that doesn't really seem that big of a deal. Pretty minuscule in the grand scheme of things, but they blow it out of proportion. Brother, I'm not under contract. Let me negotiate before you include me into a storyline type of shit. This is just a theory for me. Maybe that could be the catalyst for Becky Lynch taking it personal. Why are you using my name when I'm not in the company currently at the moment? So let me use your wife's name, who's also currently being speculated to return, who's also not in the company, and show you how it feels. The only problem, though, is that you're using this situation that's now having Punk being called a groomer, because now people are looking at Punk, and even AJ Lee, and they're suggesting, was Punk planning for her to get older before making a move on her, even though there's legitimately no proof at all. But again, this is Becky Lynch. See, this is the difference between the whole, and this is why I feel more comfortable talking about this. Now, this is the difference between the Becky Lynch accusations to CM Punk versus everybody coming down on Britt Baker. Britt Baker and Adam Cole was strictly all speculation. Strictly he said, she said, and it had nothing to do with Britt Baker and Adam Cole. He said, she said. This he said, she said from people backstage being delivered by a third party like a Conan, for an example. Whereas this situation is coming directly from a wrestler. Which, if I was CM Punk, I'd be kind of looking at this kind of suspect, because it's like, and look, in the end of the day, Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch, that's their relationship. They can say whatever the fuck they want to say behind closed doors. But if I was Punk, the fact that Becky Lynch is talking about stuff like this, I gotta assume she ain't backstage all the fucking time like this. Like she's super busy at home doing her thing, right? What the fuck are you, Seth, and Becky pillow talking about in regards to my relationship in my life? You gotta think in the back of Punk's mind, that's what he's thinking. Like, are you guys pillow talking me? Like, are you when you're in your house worried about my life and what I'm doing, what my wife is doing? Like, you gotta think. And honestly, that kind of animosity, that kind of situation, those kind of problems, they rear their ugly head. And 1 minute you're thinking to yourself, it's all work, it's all a kayfabe. What the hell is going on? Just like we did for Hangman Adam Page when he cut that stupid fucking promo on AEW, and he had people wondering and speculating whether or not it was a work because it was so fucking random. This also feels so fucking random. And then we get confirmation in August, September by CM Punk that no, this was a shoot. It was absolutely real, and it legitimately pissed off CM Punk, and he went out of his way to crash out like he did at Brawl Out. Same thing could probably happen with this if you're not too careful. We're still dealing with the same person. And this one is a hell of a lot more personal, because we're not talking about a guy and how another person feels as far as how he works, now we're including the man's wife. And we're including his relationship. And like I said, for all I know, this could be a work. I just find it fucking weird as shit that this would be the content of what you're working with. This is so, like Cora Jade said, who, by the way, such a work, you're randomly inserting Cora Jade in all this? Where the fuck does she come from? Such a work, right? Roxanne Perez is at least on the main roster. That can lend some type of plausibility. Where the fuck does Cora Jade come from? She does it. She comes from nowhere. She comes from absolutely fucking nowhere. That's the problem with all this. If this is a work, they are doing an insanely good job at blurring the lines. But I'm not understanding why this is the content. I'm not understanding why this is the content that has to be blurring the lines between CM Punk and Seth Rollins. That's why I'm very confused as to whether or not this is a work or if this is a shoot. But I'll leave it down in the comment section for you guys to speculate, man. We just got good CM Punk back. CM Punk has been such a good boy. He had a halo over his head. He was the epitome of the employee of the month. And you motherfuckers are now, you motherfuckers. Pray that this is a work, because I will come after each and every one of you. CM Punk, for what I hate about him personally, kayfabe wise, I like CM Punk's work in WWE. He's one of the highlights of Monday Night Raw. The last thing I need you to do is take him out of Raw if this is all a fucking shoot, because you Nimrods can't keep it business and you can't separate personal from business. That's the accusations we lay upon AEW and the marks over there, not in WWE. If for anything else, no matter how bad the product is, we at least understand decorum and professionalism in that company. And now you're ruining all this with all this fucking Beverly Hills 90210 fucking drama bullshit. Don't do it. Don't do it. Please, please, please don't do it. Whatever happened, let's end it here. Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya. Hold some hands. Okay, let's get around the bonfire and sing some campfire songs or CAMPFRESONG songs. Come on, let's end it here. Shake hands, fellas. Shake hands, okay? Becky Lynch, stay home and take care of your daughter. AJ Lee, go back to working on your neck. And Roxanne Perez, continue having a good career. And Cora Jade, continue having a good career in NXT and come up. And maybe you and Roxanne can team up and have the tag team championships and not tag team CM Punk's dick. Let's just do this the right way, folks, okay? Oh yeah, also, the Universe Mode stuff, just letting you guys know right now. I gotta go to work all day today. And, yeah, Assemble already put out a Universe Mode video, so that kind of just undercuts my shit, so I'm not going to do it anymore. Don't blame me. Blame 2K and me for not downloading it right away. Alright, my name is Devontae, aka Millennial Smart, and I'll be catching you guys later. Talk about this amongst each other in the comment section. A deuces and a P. Ice.